moms
You're gonna be where?
Taking it back
playing
to when
pigs
they were
and pieces
teenagers.
skin
And they're
and
teenagers.
We'll miss you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
I know.
Kids running.
Call the village of Johnsburg, September 3rd, 2024, regular meeting of the President of Board of Trustees to order at 7 p.m. On the roll, Trustee Morris. Here. Trustee Hagan.
Here.
Trustee Lundstein.
Here.
Trustee Foreman.
Here.
Trustee Falk. Trustee Letzker.
Here.
Please stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
From the floor, Mr. Keel. Cheryl, I mean, you're not gonna be here for a while, so we don't wanna miss anything.
yeah, I've been through all the time.
Okay.
You can lay
There
off.
being none. Move to approve the omnibus agenda. Can I have a motion and a second?
I'll make a motion.
A motion by trustee Hagan, seconded by
I'll second it.
trustee Foreman. Discussion on the motion or anything anybody would like polled? Anything anybody would like polled? With there being none, trustee Morris, trustee Hagan,
Aye.
trustee Clemstein, trustee
Aye.
Foreman, trustee Falk, trustee Letzker. Motion carried. President's report, I just hope that everybody's gonna be here for Sunday, and that they've responded to Vinny so he knows what's going on, okay? Anything else? Celebration of Parks coming?
Yep, we're good. We just had a meeting now, button everything up. Everything's good. We got some new stuff, like I was mentioning, that got dialed in. We got the entertainment booked. We got the firework winner, the winning bid back. Donations are a little low this year, and unfortunately, I think it is due to our timing, being 2 weeks after Sophenspiel, and some of the bigger donators or donations are doing that as well. So that seems to be an after effect of us moving the date due to the other reasons. So that part is a little disappointing, but otherwise, we're good.
Okay. Any discussion, questions for Mike? Okay, if there being none, I see you all on Sunday. We'll go right to new business. First read, no action. Move to approve ordinance 2425-8, granting R3 two-family dwelling district zoning and approving a first amended plat of subdivision for the property commonly known as Oak Creek subdivision. Can I have a motion and a second?
It's the first read.
Motion and a second.
It's just a first read.
Oh, it's a first read.
First read, right, sorry.
Discussion on the motion. Miranda, on the first read.
So Vinny, do you want to give more detail? I mean, I talked to Vinny today a little bit. I know what's going on.
Does everybody know what we're talking about?
These are the
Yes.
townhouses.
Yes.
I'm sorry, where?
Oak Creek townhouses,
Right by
right here.
Grandview and
About, he wants to get them fixed up, turn them into a rental. Eventually, now that the sewer is that far, wants to put a septic system in there. When he can get a new product line, he would extend the sewer and then build the townhouses.
Yeah, because they've been renovating them right now.
Right.
I see it working on them a lot.
He wants to stop the bleeding, get it cleaned up, and then figure out a new product line. I don't think there's nothing we can lose by getting it cleaned up and making it look better.
But right now, he has no intention of building anymore, right?
No.
Correct. Yeah.
He's looking at a whole new product line. The product line's 20 years old.
You can't.
Because he doesn't have the-
One lot now. And
That's
he
it.
Right. Knocked out his
Totally
putt.
understands that it's one lot, not
Yep.
44.
And he has to start over.
And it's because McHenry County Health Department rules, regs, requirements, when we try to work with them to say, put a septic for these 2 units in an open space, we basically lost a year and a half with the health department trying to help Joe keep what he had. And it's like Ed said, it's going to be easier, get these two fixed up, they have an approved septic now, health department will sign the one lot plat, we'll recommend signing if you so choose to approve. And then when he finds a product, at least he'll have someone living there, because the vandals have destroyed the place, along with some vandals.
So he rents the two out, and then eventually, then later on, he'll want to hook the sewer probably, right? And he'll crush the septic field and build the other, whatever he comes back, because the PUD's gone, I guess.
Yeah.
He's got to redevelop the whole thing.
The
The PUD's
sewers are
gone.
there now, so it's not a big deal like it's up to Mobile.
The sewers at the Mobile is
Okay, so, yeah.
800 feet away.
So financially, he can't get from there to get his product line hooked. He's doing a side step, I guess, is essentially what's happening. He's putting a septic in for the two, and then eventually maybe we'll develop or try to come back and ask for developing it, and he'll have to crush the septic field to hook to the sewer.
Yeah, the way he'll phase it will be to get the other products going, create a model court of some sort,
Okay.
and leave that intact until such time as the sewer's there, and you can hook those on, if that's the product of architecture that's going to remain.
He's trying to figure out something to stop the bleeding,
Yes.
get to where, you can eventually bring the sewer there with a new product line and sell some units.
He's on Prairie Path Water. He
Yeah.
has it right
Yeah.
across the street. He's
Yeah.
paying to go across the street to tap.
Okay.
He has, NICOR is coming under Johnsburg Road. We've reviewed that permit. ComEd's there already. And so it's really to make it look as nice as it can with what's been built there to date, until such time as they figure it out. But 44 units of that type of layout with the off-site costs in just today's market is a challenge.
Sure. And structurally, we know it's okay inside?
I was going to say, has anyone gone in
Yeah,
there
I mean,
and checked
it's
for mold?
closed up, it's closed up, it's not open to the environment, but I mean, it's structurally sound.
No, it needs to come up
I don't
to
know.
current code, right?
He's got to come up to current code, it's got to be
Okay.
inspected, it's got to be.
He was informed that planning and zoning and follow-up traffic in regards to the codes now versus when they were erected in 97.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
he seemed a little surprised by that in the comments.
Rick?
When the original development was done, there was a sizable portion of it that was given to the village for open space. Now that that development is gone, I imagine he's got that open space back now?
No, we have the open
We
space.
still have that.
We have the open space, although if he could get the sewers there, come with a
PUD, right.
a product line and get the sewer there, if that would make the difference of making it work, we may give that back. That would all come up when he does that. So we're trying to work with them, clean it up, get it going, come up with a product line that works, and then get the sewer to that. But right now, he's just trying to stop the bleeding, fix it up, make it look presentable, and that's why he wants to do the septic system.
So we're still going to give him, eventually, if he proceeds, if nothing else, we'll give him credit for the open space he already gave us? In other words, because a development, a future development, that would still qualify for his open space?
We talked about other commitments to do something at this park or Hiller in like kind of that, just like when they built Prairie View Estates, they dedicated that 18 acres.
In other words,
for
getting the
Hiller's family.
sewer out there and getting a new product line that could sell, and then taking the park money that would go for something else, we could maybe do more improvements at this park or at Hiller Park, where we're trying to expand it twice as big, or, wherever. Maybe paved paths, walking paths in Rescue Squad Park, but those donations would go towards another park, because when you look at that, the park's right here.
Vinny, is he changing the facade, the street's facade?
The layout from the road frontage?
Yeah, because when he came before us, he was talking about how boring it was. We all agreed. Today I noticed the siding was ripped off that Wilmot Road side. Is he going to change that at all, or?
He was informed that he would have to secure a building permit. The only thing that was improved upon through permitting was the underground for NICOR and a re-roof and some window like-kind replacements. He'll have to go through a whole remodel project with a licensed architect and a structural engineer to say, yes, it's sound, and then the architect putting a plan together. He expressed that he was going to keep the guard shack in the front.
For his lawn equipment.
Yeah, he did mention for his lawn equipment. I don't know how the board feels about that, as we don't allow sheds in the front yard, but the shed is there, the shack is there.
And the guard shack may be something that he can use when he goes forward with it, you know,
It's the
because
guard
there's
shack.
some landscaping in there that,
Oh, the landscaping is beautiful,
that can be cleaned up. and-
beautiful.
He's been landscaping.
The big thing is let's get it cleaned up, you
Right.
know.
Well, the sidewalk, people didn't even know the sidewalk was there anymore.
That was there.
It's been unearthed.
And that's us.
Yeah,
You know, we should clean that sidewalk and the right of way up.
yeah.
But right now, Joe and Public Works and Vinny got a lot of projects. There's some,
No, but he did it. He did, I mean, all the stuff is still there, but
yeah,
the brush, but.
Technically, the sidewalk hasn't been accepted because the development never was completed.
should still be done.
Roger.
Should still be done.
Fingers crossed. Does he have a timeline?
We can clean it up.
We discussed the timeline. I told him he needed to be present at the first read at a minimum, but he needs to attend one meeting. Clearly,
Joe.
he's not here, but we'll read it for action on the 17th. And then shortly after that, McHenry County Health Department did give like an approval via that the septic would meet the criteria, and then he'll go through that with a site civil engineer and his architect. If he pushes, you know, October will be the permitting timeframe. He could have an occupant in there by January, but that is also heavily relying on his general contractors.
Yeah.
It is not uncommon for a new home to go up in occupancy within 90 days. There's other developers that do that. I just don't
Long
know.
time.
Just don't know what his timeline
Yeah.
contractors will be.
Well, I'll be happy to see it come back to life.
Yep. Okay, anything else you can think of, you know, jot down your notes. But I think all in all, it's a win-win for him and us. Okay? And even get the sidewalk cleaned up. It's another sidewalk to nowhere, but we want those sidewalks to be there so we can expand to them.
What is these tax
I've
bases?
seen
on
people
today?
walking on it already.
Yeah.
I did not pull his tax bill.
That's probably mostly all vacant land anyways, right?
I would imagine.
Okay.
It is an improved lot, but I don't know
Right.
if it ever classified as improved without being.
So you take it away from the potential of the 44, whatever you had, number of townhouses now down to 2. That's going to be devalued at a lot less value of whatever it is. Not like it was worth a lot anyways with land, but like us, we'll get a certain small, like 5-6% of the tax bill, but you might go petition right away once you pass this to say, hey, my value of my property is really worth X.
He has that option if he wants to assess with his tax assessor in regards to
We're
reassessment.
downgrading, they're asking to downgrade the value of the properties, essentially what we're doing.
I don't think that's a downhill side.
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, for us, we're only going to be at 5-7%. I mean, the school district or something. I didn't pull. I don't think the tax bill is that high when it would have been. This is pretty low. It's never been finished.
I could pull it for you and share it with the village board what his taxes were this year for last year's assessment value.
Okay. I just curious. I should pull that. I don't think it's real high though. When I looked last time,
It's like a blighted property.
it's pretty bad. He might be
Anything that
overtaxed.
gets cleaned up is
Yeah.
a good deal.
Probably pull it up. On
He'd probably be able to pull it in 2 seconds. I don't think it's that high. I'm just thinking of other things that could affect different things with it. He's trying to solve when he goes back out, he'll have to do the development and everything else
I
that solves
think
his
he cleans
problems.
it up, there's people walking on the sidewalk already.
Yeah.
Beth says, I mean, you clean it up, let's get rid of the eyesore, and hopefully he can come up with a product line. He'll have to go through the whole deal again. I mean, I would not even, I even talked about maybe we'd consider giving him that 8 acres and use that, take his park donations and, you know, use them for some place else where we can use them, because we got parks right here. We really don't need a park there, although that's beautiful property there,
It is
really,
gorgeous.
with the big
All the
oaks
trees.
and
But you would hate to
everything.
cut trees down to make
Yeah,
a park.
well, he's gonna have to figure that out in a future development, put in a pod or whatever they're gonna do with it, so that'll be on them.
The people from Terrace Lane, is it Terrace Lane, Terrace Ave, came to the meeting, and apparently there's a strip of property that lines that road that nobody really knows whose pin that is.
Well, it actually has a PIN, and it actually has a taxing agent, and it was a bank out of Milwaukee Avenue in Glenview, Illinois. Tax bill was $0. If you look at the plat, the Vanderstoppen survey, it looks like it was deeded as that's the dedicated right-of-way for the road. If it was ever to become public, it is common practice that we have a 60-foot from edge to edge, and a road makes up like the 22 or 24, and then you have the drainage swales. So yeah, I
You
would
think it's
say,
just that?
I think that's exactly what it is. Now, to hold the taxes, there's 9 lots there, so I'm only pulling the tax bill from the one that
So
has
you
the
can
property.
join them all into one now.
So it would all be combined into one,
Combined
right? It
into
would be
one, okay.
a child parcel now assigned to all the properties, and then the tax bill for that one was,
It's gonna be little on the land value on the other ones.
it's very small
Be tiny,
compared to the whole
$100
lot.
maybe at the most.
Well, it's got the structures on it, so let's,
Well, the one has the structures on it.
that's the one that I'm pulling to.
That'd be the only value right now.
So
What do you
that
think,
tax bill
Greg?
right now with that structure is $378.64.
So it's not even approved. So we're gonna benefit anyways once he approves it. Because he never got occupancy on them, right? Correct?
Well,
Never received that.
Okay, that's why they've never got occupancy. Once you get occupancy, that'll be,
It's a win-win for everyone.
yeah, it is a win for us then too, sure.
It's a win-win.
Yep. Sorry to ask so many questions. I just want to make sure I dotted my i's and crossed my t's at least.
You're probably trying to get in there as a realtor with the.
No, that's, I represent a competitor in town, but I'm pro development, if we can get it.
I'm gonna pull the overall lot tax bill, and then I can give you like a rough combined.
It's fine, but I think they're all unimproved because he never got occupancy. That's my question. I just was concerned that she had taxed him at a higher parcel, thinking they're worth more, being in that PUD, but after,
It's worth a heck of a lot more to us just getting it cleaned up.
I agree.
Like something, and we can move forward and hopefully come up with a product line and get the sewer out there.
The overall surrounding lot is $0.
yeah, because it's probably not worth about. So yeah, it's either he fixes them up or tears them down, right? Because it's a bad situation for us too with other vandals in there and stuff.
Well, I think fixing it up is a better situation for us than tearing it down because we get something out of it.
Never had with them, never CO issue.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's just land.
This is land. It's raw land and everything.
That was a runaround, if Tim can remember, we had the packet plan approved.
He still today keeps that permit alive with EPA for an on-site private package plant to handle 44 units.
Okay.
It goes at the end of Terrace, it discharges into the creek, and I think when he first started that ran him about 250 grand. Today's dollars, that package plant with all the rules and regs.
Couple million.
Is probably near $1 million.
Yeah.
So for 44 units, it ain't gonna happen, but this sewer was never at the mobile until we did this. So that sewer was way back there, which again was almost $2 million to get it there.
The sewer was really even not on Sunnyside Beach. It was
Exactly.
all the way down to Fairview
It's
Avenue.
down to Fairview, right.
You'd have to come from Fairview all the way. Now the line is all the way up to Mobile. So now, everything is doable and more probable.
So when we looked at doing the west side, the excitement came back, and then he waited, and then that didn't pan out, and then we started doing backbone, you know, and he kept saying, how far, how far, how far?
Right.
And until we got it to the mobile, now we're talking, he's been getting quotes and prices. He's talked to every developer in the Chicagoland area, and nothing really excited him until they had sewer.
Yeah.
Okay, any more discussion on that? If you have any questions, make sure you get to Vinnie, so we can get answers for you. Okay. Anybody else got anything under new business that I skipped over? With there being none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by trustee Morris, second by trustee Falk. Trustee Morris. Trustee Hagan.
Aye.
Trustee Klumside.
Aye.
Trustee Foreman.
Aye.
Trustee Falk. And trustee Levin. Aye. Meeting adjourned.
Sewer's a little bitter, but so close to.
Not bad, 19 minutes.
Well, we can have it shorter than that.
Are you in the village, or are you?